Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We got a very exciting project that just came in today, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. Let's get into today's video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special treat for you guys, a new build that we are just about to start, and I want to show you guys. Here it is. It is TJ's Lamborghini Huracan.
You got a new camera too, man.
Yeah, look at this.
Mic, man.
I know, I'm used to this, man.
And we got the G-Wagon too, Tej. That's what I said. I was like,
This shit's heavy as Ooh, that's close, bud.
It's your nightmare now. It's your problem.
Ooh, that's close, bud. Good thing you didn't have the wheels on there.
It would fit with the wheels.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. If the front bumper fits the wheel, you don't like what a maxi flush. I'm gonna have them like out like.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Come on.
Exactly.
That's your type of fitment right there.
Nah, that's how you like it. Things we need to tell you.
Here she is. Have you named her yet?
But what?
Have you named her yet?
No.
No name?
No name. Let me ask you. It's not a question.
Ask me a question.
What's your ETA? What's your ETA?
I can tell you by the end of today.
Okay. I have a guess.
What is your ETA?
I don't want to tell you because if I tell you, it's gonna alter your response.
Okay, how about I'll give you mine at the end of the day once we really know exactly.
Actually, today's March 1st.
March 1st.
So I have a pretty solid guess of when like they'll be like, okay, come pick it up. Like it's ready to go back to you.
Okay.
Like painted, fitted. I have a solid guess.
Okay. All right. I hope too. I hope that we have a solid answer for you. This is I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I know. We need to walk through it together. I'm gonna get the rest of the shit, and then we'll walk through front to back of like what needs stuff and then what's good. And then like I need to show you guys how to adjust them because there's a few like adjustment points. Like this fitment's pretty solid, but if you go on this side, it's a little wider. You can kind of see that. And then we can't decide like if that's how it's supposed to be. And also like this sits tall. Yeah, so let me go get you your stuff.
All right, Teach. There she is.
I don't know, what project are we on at this point? How many cars? We've done the Supra, we've done the Ferrari, we've done the Supra twice actually, multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah. We did the Supra like 3 times.
We did the Supra 3 times and the Ferrari. I feel like there's another car we painted there.
I think we did the Mustang.
Yeah, the Mustang. Add this probably to the list. I think this is the one that needs the most work.
This one is one that needs the most work. It's literally
a couple custom mods need to be made here, just paint on it a little bit. How are you? I don't even know how you fix that. How do you make a bracket? Are you gonna body work it, or are you gonna?
Well, first we gotta make the bracket so we know where it's gonna be sustained, you know, and then from there we have to body work it, you know. So if it let's say the one thing is that we don't want a bunch of pressure on this thing, right? Because it's yeah. So we want to make it to where trim it wherever it's gonna sit, and then we'll body work it there, you know. So that way it's not.
It's always really scary to see the projects in this condition because it's the most really hard to see the end goal.
It's literally the whole car that's gonna need to be body worked, except for the doors, the roof, and the hood. But I think the hood's gonna need a little bit of work to just get it to line up.
Well, we tried to gap it the best we could. Probably is a little bit on us too. I'm sure you'll be able to make it fit better, but what I'm happy about is the rear is pretty solid. I thought this would need the most work, but I feel like this is pretty good. You might think differently. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, being all fiberglass, it's really not that bad. It's definitely gonna need a lot of work. Just because it's not bad doesn't mean it's not gonna need a lot of work, you know?
Look at that cap. Calvin spent a good hour trying to fix all that.
But to be honest, Tej, I'm pretty proud of you, man. For this, you and Cal, you know? Cal over there, Mac Daddy over there. But anyways. Look at this guy, man. It's freaking hot as hell. He's wearing a sweater.
He's wearing a sweater, a sweatshirt, and long pants.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm over here in shorts and a t-shirt.
Look at that, man. Do you ever do leg day, Teach? Oh, damn. Damn. I stand correct. I don't even want to pull out my legs.
Ready, SpongeBob?
I got that prison body, you know. I'm like big up top, small at the bottom, you know. Small at the bottom, but not that bottom.
No,
you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
You wild, man. But hey, you know what? This thing,
This was the hardest part. I was scared to do that. And it was actually not that bad.
approximately how long did it take you guys start to finish? Not talking about breaks, but just like when you guys started wrenching on this thing. Yeah.
Maybe like 20 hours.
20 hours?
I remember that just to get the one fender off and the first fender on, that alone was like 6 hours. So to do that on the other side, once you do it the first time, maybe like 3.5 hours. And then just take all the underpanelings off and the fenders off, it's like 2 hours.
Okay.
So like it's shit like that. And then fitting everything else, yeah, probably like 20 hours.
Okay. Okay.
You're gonna have a lot more hours in it than I am.
Yeah, I think I'm not really so scared about the assembly. It's just more of the body work that's gonna go into this thing, because this thing needs to look literally like a brand new car.
You know what I haven't talked to you about yet is I don't know. Well, I kind of talked about it, but I'm still like not 100%. Color. Everyone on the internet wants me to do midnight. Not everyone, but I saw a lot of comments to do midnight purple.
Oh, don't do it.
I hate midnight purple.
Don't do it.
I hate midnight
Don't
purple.
do it.
I don't like black cars. If I
Okay.
was gonna repaint it, probably never repaint it black.
Five colors right now that you would do right now.
Royal blue.
Royal blue. Okay, I like it.
A different version of British Racing Green.
Okay. Two very good colors.
Yeah, like a blood red, like my 350.
Okay.
Travis Scott, like deep metallic brown.
That's Travis Scott.
Yeah, he does all his cars.
Yeah, I seen it. Okay.
But like imagine doing like a deep.
I think it would look good. That's a good color.
And then fifth one.
It's a toughie, man.
Because I don't want to paint it something that like you would see a Lambo come in. Like
Something
the
different so
oranges,
people
the
know,
yellows,
yeah.
The lime greens, like they already come that color. So making it that color, like to me, I'm like, why am I gonna spend all the money on you to change the color of the car when it kind of comes that color anyway?
Exactly. We gotta do something custom, something one of a kind. This literally has to be the first of its kind. So.
And then what about how hard is it to do like a matte finish but not black, but paint?
Yeah, it's literally the same procedure.
Just a different top coat.
It's just with the clear coat, we'd add a matting agent to the clear coat, which
That's
is cool.
also an option. Like, but how often do you see cars come painted matte?
Not
Mercedes?
definitely not often. You definitely don't see it often.
Kind of cool, but like I don't know, because I want to do matte black, but everyone wraps their cars that color,
Yeah.
so you can't do that. And I don't want a black car. So I don't know.
I don't know. For me, you have to go with the gloss on this one, Teach, because you want to see all the lines and stuff like that. And
I
it'll
think
be.
about doing British Racing Green, but a little brighter.
I think that would be so badass if you went with that. But I don't know. I think you gotta let the audience choose a little bit too. You gotta give them the the benefit of the doubt. Let them. I think they'll do something good for you, man. I think they'll pick out something nice. What do you think?
They all want midnight purple.
Oh, okay. Well, then audience,
That's
you get no
like-
play.
that's like
no,
all they are saying.
we definitely can't do that.
I've seen a couple colors like that toolbox,
Eh,
or that like teal.
that looks like Gumby. You know who Gumby is?
Gumby's more green. Gumby is like the color that we want to paint it.
No.
More Gumby than that.
It's like that's Gumby right there.
Gumby is not blue.
He's like a bluish green.
He's like a more green than blue.
I'm surprised that you even know who Gumby is.
I used to have one,
Did you?
like a little like stick figure. I got it from Cracker Barrel.
I'm really surprised that you know who that is. I didn't know he was alive in
You
your
ever been to
lifetime.
Cracker Barrel?
I've never been to Cracker Barrel. Where is there a Cracker Barrel around here?
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the Cracker Barrel?
Mine. Calvin, he's never been to Cracker Barrel. He's never been to Cracker Barrel. What?
What is
Where do I?
What
are
is-
you even talking about?
what is Cracker Barrel?
I'm not going to your house anymore. That's what I said. I was kind of.
The only thing,
How are you gonna
the
tell me
only
to
thing
my
that I've seen about Cracker Barrel is TikToks about how you walk in there and people look at you weird. That's the only thing I've seen about Cracker Barrel.
Pancakes. Educate yourself.
Is it good?
I'm not. Wait, is it good? Is it good? I'm not. What was that? I'm not going to that. Anyways, okay. Do you know what Gumby looks like? You know who Gumby is? Oh yeah, Gumby. Yeah, Gumby. Yeah. Okay. Out of the two colors, do you think Gumby looks more like British? The color of Gumby. Yeah. You envisioning it? Yeah. Is he more British Racing Green, or is he more the color of that toolbox?
He's darker for sure.
That toolbox?
He's a little bit dark. He's a little bit darker.
He's a little bit. He's saying it's a little bit. Yeah. No, he's saying it's a little bit.
He's a little bit. He's a little bit darker. Okay, he's a little bit darker.
Okay. I see what he's trying to do.
TJ was like, "Are you color?"
I think you're colorblind. Do you think that that's the color of gummy?
He's very similar. Very similar. A little tad darker. It depends on when you started watching Gumby. He got darker through the years. Yeah, look at Cal, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Oh, wow,
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry
sweetheart.
about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry about it.
Hey, leave me your keys before you leave. All right. If you see me out getting groceries in a Lambo, mind your business.
Man, you can't fit anything.
Is gold a color?
Yes.
Paint gold?
Yes.
Don't do gold.
Can you paint gold?
What?
Don't do gold. Yeah, I mean, like what? Like
Metallic gold?
like
Like the color of
that?
his glasses. Can you paint gold? Is that a paint color?
We can do something very similar to
I don't know.
that. No, don't do that.
No, I don't want. What?
You're gonna look like some Saudi prince.
I know.
I am one. Let me drive it. Come on.
You're the Prince of Manila.
True. I like that. I like the sound of that.
I think the British racing green but brighter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, luckily we have a little bit of time to choose a color.
No ideas for you.
April Fools will be a great one today.
Nice meeting.
And there is a lot of work that needs to get done. The first thing that we need to do is start getting all the panels right, start doing all the body work. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and start protecting everything like interior, the wheels and such to get this thing ready for body work. So first thing up, let's go ahead and get this thing covered up. Now this thing is gonna be quite a bit of work, so I really want you guys to see everything, all the details before we go ahead and get this thing started. Now TJ did a pretty good job on fitting this kit himself. I'm pretty proud of the guy. It's not that easy fitting this stuff on the car, and for him to do that by himself, it is quite a feat. So now it's on us to make sure that this kit fits perfectly on the car. So one thing that we're gonna go ahead and notice right away is these rear gaps on the car. So the kit, I don't know if that's how it sits, but you guys can see that there's this huge gap up here, and the headlight is not fitting here properly as well. So we're gonna have to do something with that. Same thing with the bumper gap all the way around. One thing as well is some of these body lines, they really need a little bit of work, so it's on us to kind of get that going. We're gonna be adding a couple little special touches to this thing, so you guys will see as we keep going with the body work. But today is just kind of showing you guys how this car is coming in. So right now he has some duct tape holding up this bumper, so we're gonna have to make a custom bracket for this bumper in order for it to attach properly to the car and not create so much stress, as well as getting all these gaps nice around the headlights and from the fender to the bumper. I mean, from the fender to the hood and from the hood to the front bumper. So all those gaps need to be precise before we get any paint on this car. So we're gonna go ahead and take all the time in the world to get this thing where it needs to be. Okay, so one thing about this car, it is pretty much a whole new kit on the car. The only thing that is factories now is gonna be these mirrors, doors, and this whole roof line. Everything has been replaced, even the quarter panels, guys. The only thing that we're gonna be reusing is the doors and this roof. So it's really on us to get these gaps and finish bodywork on par with the Lamborghini standards. One thing that looks pretty cool is this whole rear diffuser that kind of leaves everything really exposed, which looks pretty sick to me. I really like how that looks. So right away we can see some major problem areas, mainly these gaps right here. So the hood it sits above the actual bumper, but the bumper also needs to be adjusted. So we have to make some adjustments before anything. And then this area where it lines up right here on the bumper is not exactly square. It's coming up to here. There's a bigger gap here. So this all might be just adjustments that need to be made. But that's some of the major areas right here. A bunch of gaps that need to be fixed. The gap right here on the door to the quarter panel is actually pretty good. So I'm not too concerned about that gap, because this actually can be just blocked out and look a lot nicer there. We do have a little bit of a gap here in between the rocker panel or side skirt to the quarter panel. And then these the other main section is going to be this rear bumper. So the kit does come with a good amount of carbon fiber, has a carbon fiber wing, carbon fiber rear garnish, or whatever you want to call this, full carbon fiber rear splitter or diffuser, and also has carbon fiber side skirts, carbon fiber hood, and these little carbon fiber teeth that go on the front bumper. They go literally right here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of mock this up for you. Something like this. So this Huracan has been fitted by TJ, a 1016 full kit, which consists of front and rear bumper, driver and passenger side fenders, a carbon fiber hood or bonnets, as they like to call it in Italy, and also a rear full carbon fiber diffuser with wing and both quarter panels. So it's pretty much a full Huracan besides the doors and the roof. So there's a lot of work to do here. We have to retrofit the sensors from the front and rear bumper onto the kit, as well as make all the gaps and everything line up perfectly. Now this kit seems to be a very high quality, very strong, but like any fiberglass kit, is gonna need a good amount of work. Now TJ was having a little bit of issue getting the bumper to sit up exactly where it needs to. There's a lot of tension and pressure built up around there. So what we gotta do is make it so this kit won't crack with so much pressure. Like you could already hear it kind of wanting to crack, or you kind of get that, you hear that noise. But what we gotta do is we gotta trim it, shim it, and make sure that they fit properly and fill in any gaps perfectly. So we're gonna take the utmost care, because anybody that knows anything about Lamborghinis is everything's very expensive for these cars. So we're gonna go ahead and start masking off all the headlights and stuff like that so we can work around it. So number one thing we're gonna do now is go ahead and get this car up on jacks, and then from there start kind of masking up the interior, masking up the engine bay, masking up the wheels, and so on and so forth, so we can get a head start on this car tomorrow.
The next day.
So looking in the front section, it's literally just like a square, frunk. And then over here you have all the hardware that attaches it. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments here and probably elongate some of these holes, but we really have to get all these bolts lined up first. Okay, so we made a whole lot of progress on the front end. We got the hood aligned a whole lot better, along with the front bumper, the fenders, and so on and so forth. We even closed the gap on the other side. See how this gap is looking like right here? Let me go ahead and show you that parallel view. See how big that gap is? Now, if we come right over here to this side, it's really nice and tight, just how we want it. This is without adding any type of filler or anything like that. So right now our goal is to go ahead and finish aligning the whole front end as best as possible. That way there's a minimal amount of filler or fiberglass that we're gonna have to use. Once that's aligned, we're gonna go ahead and just pretty much do our last final fitment test on the rear bumper. And then from there, we'll go ahead and start doing our body work, adding material wherever need be. There's probably more than likely gonna need a little bit of material right here on these gaps for the headlights. They're not bad, for being aftermarket, it's definitely not bad. To the regular eye, you probably wouldn't be able to notice, but because this car is going to be probably very heavily criticized, we want to make sure we make no room for error. We have plenty of time to work on this. We're not under any crazy timeline or anything like that. TJ said go ahead and take your time on it, but we still think within 30 days we're going to go ahead and transform this into a brand new car. So again, this is a whole car getting repainted. And we still have to do a good amount of body work, and we're going to be adding some extra goodies to it. So we're pretty excited. Let's go ahead and keep going on this thing. So the gaps were pretty decent before, but you know, this is a very nice car and we gotta get this thing looking nice and crispy. So right now we're just doing a little bit of body work on the hood to the bumper and getting these lines really nice and tight. Before we did any body work, we went ahead and finished up any alignment that we could. Everything was sitting nice and clean and getting all these gaps as nice as possible. Now the rest is gonna be all straight body work. So we're gonna go ahead and finish blocking out the rest of the kit. We went ahead and blocked out the quarters already and got these gaps looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now, only thing that's left is just finishing up the rest of the blocking. We're gonna make a couple brackets for all the connection points, like on the bumper for front and rear. And after that, just finish up the body work and get this thing looking right. Okay, so here we are at the end of the week. We already got some major updates on the front end of the Huracan. So pretty much what we've done is pretty much align the whole front end a lot better. TJ went ahead and threw these on, and I mean, I give him a huge thumbs up, because you know, working on these cars is not exactly easy, and for him to do this thing, like literally, he's not a body man. And he was able to swap the quarters and everything, and you know, obviously with the help of Calv and the boys over there. But you know, we went ahead and readjusted the whole front end, got the gaps looking a lot better, but we've also been blocking and taking away material and adding, and we got the front end looking really cool. What's really cool about this front bumper, I didn't know it was actually made of carbon fiber. When we started to go ahead and sand down bumper, I thought this might have been fiberglass, but now you can clearly see that it was definitely carbon fiber. We got these gaps looking real nice and crispy. We still got to pretty much do this same treatment to the other side. These vents are very wavy. They're gonna need a lot of work, and even after that, they're gonna need a lot of work as well. But yeah, these fenders are gonna need a lot of work. We're gonna go ahead and probably throw in a little bit of carbon fiber there. So just remember what this looks like before anything. We still got a long way to go, but it's looking really good. This is only a couple days into it, and it's already taken a lot of shape. Went ahead and started blocking this quarter panel, but not as much work has been done there. This quarter panel, however, we blocked it out. We went ahead and tightened up the gaps on the rocker to the quarter panel, and just went ahead and test fitted the end caps for the rear bumper. Now there's a couple ways that we're going to be able to do this. TJ was asking about molding, but I think it would just be easier on him if we don't, and those pieces will just come off. So we're probably going to have to find a way to pretty much attach these to the rear bumper. But other than that, that's going to be the first week wrap up on this car. Monday, we're going to get right back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of our weekend, and we'll see you guys on Monday. All right, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and just go over what we have done so far and what we have to look forward to on the next video. So we went ahead and pretty much started with the front end, realigned everything and started moving from the driver's side on forward. Got all these gaps looking extra nice and crispy. Got all the gaps around the headlights and the fenders to the bumper and everything really nice. Body worked all the gaps between the fender and the hood, and got the gaps from the door to the fender and the rocker all nice and neat, and all the way through body work pretty much everything. This kit, I gotta give a huge prop out to 1016, because for being a full carbon fiber slash fiberglass kit. To be honest, it's actually really good quality. The fitment was actually not bad at all, but as when anything's fiberglass, obviously to the body shop to get this thing looking nice and perfect. So we're just taking our time and going over every single panel by panel until we're happy with the outcome. Getting again all these gaps real nice, and we're wrapping around to the other side. So the goal is this week to finish up all the body work on the kits. This is our second week into the car, and you know, we're almost done, but we still have some major things that we got to do. We got to transfer all the sensors from the factory bumpers to the aftermarket bumpers. We got to primer everything. We got to take the whole car apart, and we got to block it, prep it, and do a full detrim. Glass is gonna come off. I mean, this thing's literally gonna be a bare shell at one point. So we still got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along, and I'm super happy with the progress, and I hope you guys are too, because hopefully on this next video you're gonna see a new color choice, but you gotta wait and see. So what I want all you guys to do right now is to go ahead and drop a color suggestion. We really want to hear what you guys think, and also if there's anything that you like or you don't like about the car, go ahead and give us some suggestions and drop some comments. We really want to hear your guys' opinion. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and notification button, because there's going to be a lot more progress on this car and many of the other projects that we're working on here as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Dropping our IGs right there so you guys can get the daily updates as well. Thank you guys again. Here at SOS Customs, we got you covered. Peace.